Hello everybody, today we're going to replace the tank to bolt seal. It is leaking from the bolts, from the right bolt. I'm going to touch it and I'm going to show you. Look at this, there's water there, so it's leaking onto the floor and it's been doing it for a while. As you could see, the bolts are rusted, and this toilet has two bolts, one on the right and one on the left. Let me show them to you from inside. Look at that, those two are the bolts. They are super rusted, so hopefully I can get them with my tools, otherwise we have to cut it. Let's turn the water off to the toilet first, and then let's flush it so we remove most of the water in the tank. Hold the handle so most of the water goes into the hole to the drain. Now let's gonna do this shop vac to remove the rest of the water, because once you remove the tank, it's gonna be a mess. So remove everything. You could use rags, or paper towels or whatever. So make sure you get the most that you can get. Okay, now we're going to remove this hose, so put something underneath, a rag or paper towels. This is the water supply line for the toilet. This is 7/8 on that side, and it's 3/8 compression in the valve. So expect some water. Since we cleaned it up, it's not going to be that much. So clean up a little bit. And now I'm going to see which of my sockets fit. I think it's a 9/16. All bolts are different, so I'm gonna tell you some are 1/2 inch, some are 9/16. So this is a typical. They have a flat head, just like that, and you use a screwdriver, a flat screwdriver from the top, and then from the bottom you remove the nut. But they are super rusted, so there's no other way but to remove them with the saw. So I'm cutting it because there's no way I can remove it with my socket, my screwdriver. So that's, if you saw it, look at this. This is super corroded, full of rust. The head is encrusted. Let's do the other one. You know, same thing. This is the other bolt. Save time, don't play with them, and just remove them. So let's pull it, and this is how it looks. That thing in the center, the black rubber piece, that's the tank to bolt seal. Some toilets, all toilets are different, but they have pretty much the same principle. There's a seal and two or three bolts that hold the tank to the bowl. So let's remove. Some of them have an extension to the bolts, but you know, you don't have to get the exact part. If you get the exact part, it would help, but like in this case, I'm just gonna get a regular tank to bolt seal. These are the bolts that I cut. Let's push them inside of the tank, and then we're gonna remove them. So yeah, that's how it looks. This is the one we're going to install. This is the regular size, and it comes with 3 bolts and 6 washers and 6 rubber washes. This is it has an hexagon shape, if you see, and the seal has it as well. So you have to make sure that it fits as it's supposed to be, you know, the hexagon on the hexagon, and you're going to stretch it out a little bit so it's in there, you know, it's going to be stuck in there because you stretched it. And then just make sure it fits right, you know, take a look at it from the top, from the bottom, everything. This is a 3-bolt one. Some toilets have 3 bolts, and this is bigger for a 3-inch tank to seal. So if you work on toilets a lot, make sure you have all kinds in your toolbox. Again, make sure it fits right, and let me show you from inside. We are gonna remove, look at that, these are the heads of the bolts, and they are so corroded, you know. We have to scrape them out when I tried to remove the bolt, my screwdriver just went through and it didn't do anything. So let's scrape them out. Let's remove it out of the tank and let's clean up so we can insert our bolts. These bolts are stainless steel, and what I like to do, I'm gonna do a rubber washer. Sometimes I do a metal washer and then rubber washer for better contact, better seal. But this time I'm just doing the bolt and then the rubber washer. And let's do both bolts through, and then we're gonna turn this thing around so you see. Now you see these ones. Now we're gonna install another rubber washer. It comes with 6 of each. So before it used to be 4, but now it's more washers, so you can do this. So now we're gonna do the rubber washer and then the metal washer, and then we're gonna do the metal nut. And just tighten it with your hands. Let's do the other bolt. And this is the nut. And then with your hand put it all the way through, and then we're gonna do the same with the other bolt, and then we're gonna use our ratchet. Now remember, we have the china is in a sandwich between 2 rubber washers. Even though we have 2 rubber washers, don't get it super tight. It has to be tight because it has to seal, no water should pass through. But as you could see, I am not making a lot of effort in my hands to make it super tight, but it has to be tight. This is the thing with plumbing. If it's loose, it leaks. If you go too hard, you break it. So you have to learn to measure your strength. Now look at this mess. Let's clean it up. It's nasty. I had gloves, but I didn't wear them because they break, and then I'm careful and wash my hands often. And so now that we have the tank ready, we're gonna insert it in the 2 holes, and then we're gonna do the same. Right now there's no water gonna come out. What we're doing now is just secure the tank to the ball. And when we're gonna do the right, and then we're gonna do the left, and then so don't go all the way on one side. Go the right, the left, the right and the left, little by little until it's tight. At the beginning, just you do it with your hands, with the strength of your hands, and then we're gonna use a ratchet in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna use a ratchet. Remember, go right, left, until you get it tight and not super tight. It's gonna be hard to, well, you could easily break it, but there we have the rubber seal in between the 2, so it's gonna take a lot of force. Now that you get the 2 bolts tightened, let's do the water hose since we are here. And you know, if you're very strong, just use your hands, but if you're not, use channel locks and then just a half a turn more, and make sure that the other nut, the upper nut, was tight too. Let's turn the water back on and go easy. Don't go all the way on because we don't want sediment in the valve. Okay, so let's clean up while it's cooling up, and then we're gonna test in a couple minutes. You know, when we are doing work orders, at the end we end up cleaning the tenant's floor. Let's test if there's some water there. You know, it's dry, so we're good. Let's test the other side, and it's pretty good. I haven't flushed it yet, but there has pressure, so it should be leaking if it was leaking. Now I just flushed it and it seems okay. So if this video was beneficial to you, please like and subscribe. That's very important. Thank you so much and see you next video.